Hello, it's Nick with AccuPlan Benefit Services. Today I'm going to be talking about one very important aspect to self-directed IRA investing. And it's just one of the many different things that we could talk about, but it is self-directed IRA rules. In particular, one special rule that you need to be aware of. The rule we're going to be talking about today is disqualified persons. What they are, who they are, and sort of why that rule is in place. To just kind of make it a little bit more clear for you, and more importantly, so that when you are investing with your self-directed IRA, you can feel confident that you are investing in ways that is not going to be any issue for the IRS in the future, and so that you can keep your IRA and not have any issues with it. I created a little cheat graph here for anybody that would like to look at this, keep it in their back pocket when they're investing, just so that they can remember. Links are going to be down below. If you have any questions, you can look at this. Like I said, I'll have a link to this graph below. So automatically, there are a few different people who are disqualified persons no matter what. And those are your direct line relatives. So if you see here, one, that yourself, you are an automatically disqualified person. Mom and dad, spouse, children, son-in-laws, daughter-in-laws, grandchildren, and then going up, like I said, your parents and your grandparents. Those are automatically disqualified persons. You cannot do any type of investments with them with your IRA. You cannot benefit them from your IRA either, so automatically off the board. The ones in blue are a gray area, potentially disqualified. We would just advise you, if you want to make sure 100% that there's no issues about disqualified persons, don't even deal with it with family members. It just makes it easier for you, especially, if something were to come up that you had to justify why they were not a disqualified person. Again, you'll never be able to justify any of these automatically disqualified persons. These ones you may be able to, but it's just safe to not worry about them. Those that are potentially in the gray area are your aunts, uncles, cousins, niece, nephew, brothers, sisters, brother or sister-in-law. Those are the ones that are in the gray area. So why is there this rule? Well, we need to kind of jump back to the basics of what a IRA or a retirement account is, so that you can understand kind of why there's this rule. The retirement accounts are a tool for you to invest in now and be able to, increase your net worth and whatnot. Basically an investment tool now that you will benefit at retirement. So you invest now and you get the benefit later at retirement. That's the important part and the thing to remember. It's something that you benefit from when in retirement. Now, there are occasions when people have to pull money out of their 401ks or IRAs, and with that, typically, there comes big tax issues and penalties that you'll have to pay. So if you do get a benefit now from your IRA before your retirement, usually you're going to be paying some sort of a penalty from that. Not what you want to do. So with that in mind, you cannot, you're on this list, the IRA owner, you yourself is on this list as an automatically disqualified person because you can't benefit from your IRA before retirement, as well as your family members. They can't benefit from your IRA before your retirement. Now, a good example of that is one of the most popular types of investments with an IRA, a self-directed IRA, is real estate. A lot of people like to have a rental property that they buy with their IRA, and then when they retire, they can either move into that rental property, or they can get a distribution or sell the place and then put that money in, have that money as their retirement cash to take from on a yearly basis. So with that rental property, you cannot rent it out to family members, because if you were to rent it out to family members, they're basically getting a benefit from you buying that rental property, and because of that, it's looked at as as a benefit, and so they're automatically disqualified persons. It could also have anything to do with buying private placements. You can't just buy into some ownership from a son or daughter, because it could be looked at as potentially, getting a deal or benefiting them in any way. There's a lot of ways that you can see that you could get, or that the IRS could say, well, there was a benefit here for somebody in your family, whether it was you or not. They got a benefit because you invested with your IRA in whatever that investment was. So it's a law that's there. It's something that we have to abide by. Be aware of it, because it does come up when, with self-directed IRA investing. And so you'll really want to make sure you're up to snub on this rule, so that you do not accidentally disqualify your IRA. You don't want to be paying hefty fines or anything because you accidentally disqualified it. Be aware of it. We are here to help. We want to help you invest better with your self-directed IRA. If you have questions, you can contact us, and we will do the best to help you out. We can set up your self-directed IRA. We want to make sure you have a great experience investing with your self-directed IRA. Contact us again at any time. We're here to help.